Welcome back to Hashes and Numbers. I'm Thomas and here my co-host.
Justin Kim.
And today we're going to be breaking down the divisional round. So we can get into it real quick. First game of the day, we got the Bills traveling to Denver. This one's gonna be on CBS. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, for the Broncos wise, I just have PTSD from last year where the Broncos got blown out by the Bills and CBS, so a little trauma. But this year, I think it'll be different just because, Bills have a lot of injury from what I have looked at, a lot of big injuries, in fact, and Josh Allen is a little banged up, and this defense is not the greatest. And jo this is probably like one of the worst year for Josh Allen. I'd say like bottom potentially. Yeah. And for the Broncos, they haven't played for like 2 weeks or so. So they should be fresh. And I expect, a better offense play calling, more aggressive offense play calling. I think, Sean Payton hitting those what is called good play calls for the playoff. And yeah, we'll see, just just need this win. It's a huge win for the Broncos. I think the Broncos will win.
Yeah, the line's 1.5 for the Broncos, so it's a pick 'em. Um, you kind of mentioned that the Bills, they have a good running team. They're a good running team, but outside of that, they're not really great at anything else. The Broncos have a pretty good defense, although it has been shaky against good teams. And I think when it comes down to it, I'm like picking this game. The one biggest factor I'm looking at right now is in the playoffs, the quarterback matters. We'll get into that later in some other games, but Bo Nix, he has I saw a stat where Bo Nix has ended drives and punts the most in NFL history. He averages 4.5 punts a game. And I think in the playoffs, right, in the regular season, you can kind of get away with it when you're playing some of the lower level teams like the Raiders. But I think in the playoffs, punts matter. And when you give Josh Allen the ball a bunch of times, I think that he's gonna make you pay. So with this one, I'm gonna take the Bills plus the 1.5 there. I like that I'm getting points as well. But yeah, I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Bo Nix when it comes down to it. Any other thoughts on this game? Anything you're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the injury. I think Josh Allen will be good to go. It's a
Injury report from what I'm
it's a
seeing.
foot, knee, and a right finger. So I mean, he's banged up a lot. So I
Yeah,
think
for
that'll
me,
play a
I'm
huge.
seeing I'm seeing that he practiced in full today.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
But
he's off the
it's
injury
just
report.
it's just a huge injury for him. Foot, knee, and a right finger. Just something out there. And was anybody did not practice? I mean, I don't think DeMar Hamlin's gonna make a difference. Maybe. I mean,
Um,
Jordan Poyer, maybe. He's a good safety.
Jordan Poyer hasn't played in a while though. I don't think Jordan Poyer's.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe Terrell Shavers. He was a huge playmaker for Josh
Yeah.
Allen. And is there anybody you see in the injury report
The
potentially?
reason I'm looking at is J.K. Dobbins. If the Broncos get Dobbins back, I think it'll really help them. If they don't have Dobbins, I don't like the running game in this game.
I mean, RJ Harvey has been killing us, so
Yeah, I mean, but you can look at what ETN did last week. RJ isn't as good a runner as ETN is, and ETN was kind of bottled up.
yeah.
Dre Greenlaw, another guy who's on the injury report.
I think I think he's coming back this week, and John Franklin should be good too as well. So
Greenlaw was limited, so we'll see if he makes it back. I mean,
yeah.
when I'm looking at the teams with the bye, and then we'll get to the Seahawks next,
Mhm.
limited practices aren't a good sign in my opinion, just because
Actually.
they haven't played. So if they're limited off a rest week, then that's what concerns me, right? If you had a week to rest and you still can't come back to practice in full, right? Then I'm concerned for your availability.
So like today, Wednesday, when we're recording, or like
Yeah.
Thursday and they're limited. So a
Just think
bad
about it.
start.
Today is basically a Thursday if it was a regular week, right?
Yeah.
And you're coming off a week of bye. It's not like the Bills. The Bills, Josh Allen had a rest day because he just played in a game, right?
Hmm.
The Broncos had a week of rest. So you're telling me coming off a rest week, right? Greenlaw can't practice. Then I'm like, okay, so then he's still dealing with an injury, right?
Oh, for
You
the
don't need,
Broncos?
yeah, well, the Bills
Oh.
played. So like all the guys who are limited, they might just be getting rest because they played last week. The
Oh,
Broncos, though, they had their rest week. So what's stopping you from practicing? You sound like you need another rest day, right?
yeah. Wait, so when would we know like the bad signs for the Bills, you think?
The Bills?
Yeah,
The
injury
Bills, I would
report
say,
wise.
who doesn't practice right now, I'd be concerned about. Anyone who's limited, I'd say pretty much is going to play, especially if they played the week before.
Terrell Bernard, dang it. Okay.
Who are you looking at?
Terrell
Tyrell, what?
Bernard and AJ
Oh,
Epence, yeah.
yeah. I mean, those guys might just be getting rest days because they played they've played what? Like, I don't know when the Bills bye week was, but they played in like at least 10 straight weeks.
Yeah.
Um, a line I'm looking at this one. I like Josh to get anytime touchdown. I don't like I like James Cook maybe to go under his rushing yards. I think they're gonna be throwing a lot in this game. And I think Bo Nix I might take his under in passing yards. Not a big fan of Bo Nix's line this week.
I was about to say Josh Allen under, but well,
In
do you know how much yard he got last year?
last year,
Yeah, against the Broncos.
I can take a look at that real quick.
Okay, it was around 272.
This was also a blowout game, so I guess stats are kind of if you but yeah, 272, two touchdowns, no interceptions.
I'll probably take like Cortland Sutton to, get more than 3.5 cash, just because he's a Broncos legend, I'd say. And Cortland Sutton always comes up big, and I think I mean, I think the coach will draw big play for him. Or like, yeah.
Draw big plays or a lot of plays.
A lot of plays I meant.
Okay. I don't know if
Yeah.
the big plays. I don't know. The Bills are pretty good at preventing big plays. We move on to the Niners going to Seattle. The Seahawks are 7-point favorites right now. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this one?
I don't know why the lines are so like huge, but yeah, the Niners just upset the Eagles. I think they might get I mean, they lost George Kittle, so that's a huge factor. But I have a feeling that Fred Warner, he was limited, right?
Mhm.
I have a feeling that Fred Minor so he might like play this week, like when needed, just because this is a huge game. But I really like the Seattle Seahawks to win this game just because they have been in a bye. I think they're gonna be more prepared than the 49ers, and I just trust the Seahawks defense more to clamp down the Niners.
Yeah, Shanahan said that the window's open with an eye toward a return to for the NFC Championship game should the Niners beat the Seahawks. So, I wouldn't get your hopes up too high for Warner. As for the game, I think seven is way too many points. I'm definitely taking the Niners in this one. Even if the Seahawks do win this game, I think it'll be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Or at least I don't think it's gonna be a touchdown game. So I'm gonna lean
Yeah.
with the +7. And it comes down to the same thing. Which quarterback do I trust more, Purdy or Darnold? And at the end of the day, I trust Purdy a little bit more than I trust Darnold. The Seahawks defense is great and it's elite, but we haven't. Hopefully, Sam Darnold proves everyone wrong, but I just think I trust CMC. I trust Purdy more in this game than I trust the Seahawks.
So that's saying who do you have winning?
Yeah, I have the Niners +7.5 or +7.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
For lines, I would say, huh?
any lines you're looking at? Anything you're looking at that you like?
Yeah. I was looking at Jason Myers 1.5 field goal. I think that should be an easy make, just
Hmm.
because this Seattle Seahawks could move the ball at times. I mean, they're great at moving the ball. K9, Charbonnet, and JSN. But I think the Seattle Seahawks some drives will convert them to field goals, not touchdown, like it was shown last time. Yeah.
I like the under in this 45 and a half. I think is too many points. I like this to stay in the teens. Both games this year have been in the teens, so I think this game stays under the 45 and a half. I like Sam Darnold to his completions. I don't know what his line is exactly, but if it's in like with under 20, I like his completions line. I think it's gonna be a lot of short passes in this game. I don't think I don't think they open it up for Sam Darnold to potentially make a mistake. Um, yeah, I like that. And then um the receptions. I like Kyle Juszczyk to get what's Kyle? I'm gonna check Kyle Juszczyk's. They have
14.5 receiving yard.
Yeah, no, 1.5 catches. I like the over on that. Kittle's out, so I think Juszczyk's gonna kind of fill in that Kittle role.
Yeah. I'll probably take Jake Tunges 35.5 over as well. Just because George Kittle is out and Tunges has been, a baller when he was out. When Kittle was out, yeah.
Yeah, they have San Ronald's line at 19 and a half, so I'd probably take the over there. Yeah.
hmm
Before we move on, any thoughts on the one seeds getting the Saturday games while the Sunday games go to the teams who played last week?
I mean, if you really think about it, is what it's called. Is it's a benefit for the first seeds just because, it's the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco have a day less to get prepared.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's also a benefit for them, which, I think is pretty good.
I saw a lot of discourse on like why the Niners specifically the Bills well the Texans had to play on Sunday so people were not surprised but the Niners getting a day less while the Rams and the Bears got a day more. Some people were like that was a confusing decision there, but I don't know, I feel like if you're looking at it, I mean it makes sense for the Niners to play on Sunday given they played on Sunday last week. Excuse
hmm
me. Now we get into Texans versus Patriots. Texans coming off a big win against the Steelers, biggest of the wild card weekend. Patriots coming off a convincing one on their own. The Lions, Patriots -3. What do you like in this one?
I mean, yeah, I I think I originally had the Patriots winning this game, but not gonna lie, I want to change it just because, you know, the I probably trust. Actually, wait, what's the line for Texans right now? You say?
+3.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably take that in the money line just because, the Patriots just barely beat the Chargers, despite Chargers only scoring 3 points. The game was pretty tight, if you really think about it, score-wise. But for the Texans, you know, I really like their defense. That secondary and D line is very tough. It's really elite, and I just think that they could probably shut down the Patriots just because from what I'm looking at, like stats wise, like none of their wide receiver play good, like what we have said like early on. And Drake May was the leader for rushing, so it's just very iffy. And I think I would lean on the Texans defense and probably the offense as well, just because Patriots defense, I think will bend at point.
That's very funny because I have the Patriots in my -3 as my lock, and for the exact same reasons you said, but the opposite way. The Texans, they were in a 7-6 game against the Steelers going into the fourth quarter, right? And that Steelers team played terrible, right? The Patriots, on
hmm
their hand, they had the game convincingly, right? Their defense was suffocating. We know what the Texans defense is. We didn't know what the Patriots defense was, and the Patriots defense showed out against, I'd say, a much better team, or at least a much better offense. Um, so yeah, I really like the Patriots in this one. They're at home. Um, I think the Texans, they win their one game, but I think this is where the road ends here. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game, but I trust the Patriots offense not to be Aaron Rodgers and like how limited they were, right? Drake May can run the ball. Drake May has a cannon of an arm, right? I think they challenge the Texans much more than the Steelers do.
Yeah.
Um, some lines I like in this one. This is a really low over under. I think I'm gonna take the over in this one. I know both defenses are good defenses, but 41 and a half. I think at least one of the teams can get to, the 25 mark. Um, and if I think 41 and a half, I think if one of the teams gets to 25, it's going to be enough to push it over. Um,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I probably take. Hold up. I mean, yeah, I'll probably take, Woody Marks 56.5 rushing yard above, just because looking at the Texans game last week, they rely heavily on Woody Marks.
that's
And
very, because I was about to say his under. I think this Patriots interior D line is just elite with Milton Williams and Christian Barmore. I think those two guys are two of the best D linemen, two D tackles left in the game.
I mean, yeah, but I think Woody Marks is gonna break out again this game.
You
But yeah.
think?
hmm
I mean, I feel like Chubb might have a better matchup in this one than Woody Marks. I don't know. I really like this Patriots middle. What did Vidal do last week?
But now he had 31 for 11.
Yeah, 31 yards. I mean, I don't know where you can run on this Patriots defense.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, a couple things to know. Nico Collins and Christian Gonzalez are both probably going to be out of this game. Um,
Christian Gonzalez. Uh-oh.
yeah, Nico's
Okay.
in the game too. So it's going to be both sides are missing one of their better perimeter guys.
A huge game for Christian Kirk or Higgins again.
I mean, or they just they might get bottled up.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, why are all these touchdowns, bro?
Sure with
Do you
last
have
week.
another line you like?
That's the couple of lines I like.
Uh, look, did I take this? I'll. This is okay a gamble pick, but I'll probably take Xavier Hutchinson over 15.5 longest receiving yard. Just
hmm
because CJ Stroud's always looking deep and Xavier Hutchinson is always a D target.
hmm All right, we can get to our last game of the weekend. You got the Rams going into Chicago in a little afternoon slate. The Rams right now are 3.5 point favorites. Um, yeah, what do you think about this one?
I mean, yeah, I'm just I probably would take Chicago Bears money. Ash money line is kind of iffy, but I'll probably take the spread. And yeah, I mean, if the Bears could start off very hot or not hot, could like score a little bit of points in the first half, I genuinely think that the Bears can win this game just because, they're Chicago Bears is one of the best best team to come out of second half. And as long as Puka Nacua gets guarded by like Kyler or something, I think they got it. And yeah, what do you think?
Um, I don't know. I feel like this is another one where I like the Rams a lot in this one. I think the most complete team. I've been saying this. I think the most complete team. Um, 3.5. I don't think is a lot of points. I think this is a little low. If I were to give a line, I'd probably go 5.5 maybe. Um, so let me say I'm gonna take the Rams minus the 3.5 here. It's not out of the realm of possibilities for the Bears to win. Obviously, the higher seed, but um. The Packers, you could tell they were injured. They were missing Micah. They were injured on the secondary. The Rams are pretty healthy going into this game. I can't like they're getting guys back. Devontae's getting back in the flow of things. Puka's peaking right now. They're not missing any big pieces. The Bears, their secondary is still pretty banged up, right? CJ Gardner-Johnson is likely gonna be out. Kyler, you could tell they're picking on Kyler in this one.
Wait, hey, wait, whoa. You said CJ Gardner Johnson's out. He practiced.
He's
He's
he's been
good to go.
limited in practice. Huh?
He's good to go, I think. He'll
Uh,
probably play.
my source said he's iffy to play.
It was a concussion and he practiced, so I mean, are you allowed to practice with concussion?
Yeah, you can practice before you're cleared.
Actually,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, that's actually interesting. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, I saw that he was practicing, so I thought he was good to go. But
Yeah. Well, either way, there's more injuries, all right? TJ Edwards out for the game.
Mhm.
DJ Moore's injured. Roma Dunze's still dealing with that foot injury. Um, so that's what concerns me right now. the Bears aren't fully healthy, so it's gonna be a lot on Caleb. And you know, when it comes down to it, as much as he's shown me this year that he can make a comeback, this is I still don't trust him against the Rams, so I'm gonna take the Rams minus 3.5. Um, and then some of the lines I really like, I like Matthew Stafford's over in passing. This Bears defense is very, very questionable. Um, and then I like Puka to go over 100 yards. I like Devontae to go score a touchdown. Um, what else do I like? This over-under scares me because it's gonna be a cold game, but this is a very high over.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust the Bears defense to keep this under.
Talking about CJ Gardner Johnson, looking at it, he said he was a full participant today, Wednesday. So, still something. And adding on to the game, I would rather trust the Bears in clutch time. And
Really?
crazy
After what
enough,
the
I
Rams
think,
just did?
huh?
After what the Rams just did?
What do you mean?
The Rams just came back twice against the Panthers. I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather trust the Bears in clutch time.
okay, let's talk. Let's talk.
I'm,
This is why we have this. Okay, what's your argument?
huh?
What's your
They Their defense just always looks, their defense
very true.
always just looks how to step up in those time
Against who? They
against,
hold
huh?
on. They folded against the Lions. They folded against the Niners, right? We go, oh wow, they stopped the what Giants in clutch time. Ooh, big
I mean,
deal.
hear me out, hear me out. They stopped the Niners,
They did
which,
not stop the Niners.
it was on the offense. That was on the offense. We're not scoring, and same for the Lions. We could have won
They
that,
beat up
but
38.
huh?
You needed one stop against the Niners. You couldn't get one stop against the Niners.
I mean, but if you really think about it, Caleb
All
Williams,
right, they gave up 42.
yeah, but crazy enough, the offense played well, and offense
I'm
stole that
I'm
game.
not
Not
playing
gonna
well.
lie.
I'm just saying, like, you got a pick six to start the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You forced the punt on the third drive of the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? But in the second half, you needed it. Touchdown. You got a punt on 6 plays, touchdown. I mean, you were up 38 to 35, and you couldn't get a stop.
I mean, it was just one of those, high scoring game, but
Okay, what about against the Lions? That was not
I
a
mean
high score.
the Lions just the offense, they couldn't click, but that's what it is.
Okay, and now what about their defense? You tied the game up.
Yeah, we gotta stop and then the offense just couldn't stop that. I mean the offense couldn't get anything going. So
So you're telling me when it's 16-16, the offense is the trouble, right?
I mean, I trust Caleb more than maybe Stefan and Clutch time, but we'll see.
Do you trust the offense as a whole though? Like in the late game, if you said this game was tied going to 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, right?
Bears have the ball.
Doesn't matter. Who do you trust more? Both teams get one drive. Who
The
do you trust more to score a touchdown?
the Bears.
Over the Rams?
Yeah,
You're
for sure.
tripping, bro.
For sure. Cause
You
just cause the Bears are more of a clutch team.
Then the Rams?
Yes, for sure.
When have the Rams choked in the clutch like the Bears? Give me a time.
See, let's look at the Rams game.
Go look at the Rams
The
schedule.
Falcons, the Falcons, Falcons.
They were in the clutch.
They were in the clutch. They were tied, and then they gave up. They couldn't even score. That was a pretty clutch game.
Right.
The Seahawks game.
They
If we're
scored.
really
They
talking
scored.
about, huh?
They scored a touchdown. They lost on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah. They scored their touchdown.
I mean, it's close, but and then for the line, I'll probably take like Luther Burden 2.5 reception over and Colston Loveland 55.5 receiving yard. These two rookies has been very used for the Chicago Bears, and yeah,
Yeah. What's Rome's line? I'll probably take the Rome's under. He hasn't looked great. Coming out of injury.
35.5. I'd probably take the over on that.
No, I take the under on that. He did not look good in the game against the Packers. Looking at the film, You can tell he's his foot's still bothering him.
He's
He
still at like 44 yard though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But one was on one big catch. What was his long? 20?
Longest 27.
Yeah, so it was on one big. How many catches he had? Two catches?
Yeah.
And he had a 27-yard catch. Like,
Yeah.
we can talk about the Natty real quick. Indiana right now is favored by 9.5.
9.5.
9.5.
Dang. I mean, I don't really watch college football, but football like that. But I'll probably take the Miami plus 9 point. You said nine, right? I'll probably take the Miami line just because this Miami's defense is very elite. I
Mhm.
think the game will be close, but I trust the Indiana to win this game just because they got the Heisman and this that yeah that Indiana team is very clutch and very stacked. They just know how to win ball games like how they did against. I mean, Miami beat OSU too, but like Indiana also beat Oregon where they shut it down the Oregon last game. So we'll
My
see.
work with Miami is their DBs. They are very injured on their DBs, and this Indiana receiving core is elite. Mendoza just doesn't throw incompletions, and I don't know. It just worries me that Miami's DBs might not be able to hold up in this game. And if it gets to a passing game, I don't know if I don't think Carson Beck can hold up in a passing game.
Yeah, I agree.
8.5 is a lot of points, but after what Indiana did to Oregon, I don't know if I can bet against Signetti there.
And for the Lions, I'd probably take Fernando Mendoza at 1.5 touchdowns, just
College
because.
lines, I don't say college lines because anybody could do anything. We don't even know who like I mean Mendoza's a safe bet. I mean you can bet with Mendoza, but I'm saying like in terms of receivers, there's like five receivers that if you said they were gonna be the leading receiver, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I mean, yeah, but keep going ahead. Like Mendoza 1.5 touchdowns. I like that line. That's a pretty safe line there.
Hmm. Shit, sir. How goes their D line?
Who's?
I probably take Mark Fletcher, 69.5 rushing yard above.
But my question is, okay, my question with that one is, do you think Miami's gonna be in a running game
I mean, I think they'll start off with the running, and I think it'll be successful. Yeah.
enough to get 60 something yards with a running back with a single running back? You remember this is one running back, not the team as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Hmm.
What did Oregon have? Oregon had
This guy named De'Ara Hill had 86 for 5 attempts.
86.
Yeah. I don't know if that's is he like the running back too? Because Jay Harris had 16 for 35.
Okay, Deer Hill had a long as 71. He had a 71-yard run, and I'm guessing when the game was out of hand.
Oh,
Like, I mean, you look at that, like the longest 71, right? So I mean, he had 7 carries for what, 15 yards?
yeah.
That's
Dang. I don't know. I really like Mark Fletcher though.
I do
So,
too. I just don't know. Like, if comes out 21 nothing, right?
yeah.
I don't know if I can trust Mark Fletcher to be the guy who gets 86 yards. You said 86 was the line?
Hmm?
Was his line 70?
Mark Fletcher, 69.5. Yeah, so 70.
70. I think if I were to go with a touchdown score, I'd probably pick Elijah Surratt. I think that's the red zone guy. I really like Elijah Surratt. I think he's gonna be a guy who can score.
Yeah, I was about to say too. Yep.
Outside of that, I don't trust anybody else, at least college.
Yeah. College football is just wild.
Mhm. Anything else for these playoff games?
Mm, nothing much. Do
All
you have
right.
anything?
No, just that we're in for a good weekend of football. I can't wait to see, how the season ends. Um, yeah.
I hold up. Let me go out with my log of the week.
Okay.
I'll go out with the Chicago Bears.
Plus 3.5.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one. I just the hook on the Bears side I think is gonna help, but I just think the Rams are too good right now. They're just playing too good right now.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Hmm.
At Soldier Field, and it's gonna be feeling like -5 degree. We'll see.
But I mean, is that gonna hurt the Bears?
No, I don't think so.
Explain that. Just, because we've been at many games. I just want to hear what your explanation is because if you were to look at that Packers game, right?
Hmm.
I think it helped that it didn't snow for the Bears because a lot
I
of other.
mean,
Do you think Caleb's
I
getting?
mean the bear
You think Caleb's getting
like the
360 with
huh?
uh, with weather?
I think he was like 250.
You think 250 is enough to beat the Rams?
I think Matthew Stafford underperforms if it snows as well, though.
It's not going to snow though.
Shit, it's not. I don't know. I don't think the cold weather will affect Chicago Bears as much because they're gonna get used to it rather than the other Rams.
The
So
Rams are in Chicago though, so
are they practicing outside though?
yeah, they're practicing at a high school. The Bears are actually practicing indoors.
No, we're not. We're not. We're practicing outdoor with no heater.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming no heater. Like, why would you practice with heater?
Cause I mean, I think that's what the Bears would have done if I think they're just trying to get used to the cold, I
Yeah,
guess. But
both teams are getting used to the cold, so I don't know if like just saying oh they're gonna be cold is gonna be like the issue. I think it's gonna be like in terms of game planning, right? Which
I mean,
team the game plan
I
like?
yeah,
And I just think the Bears defense in the cold, I don't like that very much.
yeah, I guess I see that. Dang, it's actually cold as heck in Chicago. I mean, hopefully it snows. But yeah,
Actually, hopefully it's not cold
hopefully it's cold and it snows.
and it snows.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that one goes. The over under is telling me that they don't think the cold's gonna matter.
I think it won't matter. But and I've seen a lot of IG stuff about Sean McVay against
In
the
terms
Bears. So.
in terms of what though, like what do you think is gonna matter in
Hmm?
like the players feeling cold during the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling that the cold's gonna bother the LA Rams rather than the Bears.
I'm
Which
talking like
oh,
in terms of what? Like what part's gonna be bothered? Because I love playing football in the cold. I don't like playing football in the warm. Whenever I play football in super hot, right? I feel super tired, right?
I mean that's true, but
But whenever
like
it's snowing, it's super
negative degree, negative degree is
yeah,
crazy,
whenever it's
bro.
like -degrees, I'm like whenever I run, it warms me up. I feel like I can run more, right?
Yeah.
It's just different people, right? Like I know some people who hate the cold, right? Whenever they're playing in the cold, it's like, damn, I'm freezing, right? But then a person like me, I love it in the cold, right? Because whenever it's warm, I'm running, I'm tired now, I'm sweating, my hands are slippery, right? In the cold, it's just me, right? And like I'm warming myself up as I'm playing.
Yeah.
So I'm just interested to see like how you think it affects the Rams, like what part, right?
Hmm.
Example, right? a team like a team like Buffalo, I think the colder it is, the better it is because they're a running team. So if it's cold, right, it helps the running game, right?
Yeah.
Versus a team like, I don't know, a team like the Bengals, I think the cold hurts them because they're a passing team, right?
Hmm.
And cold in the passing games, maybe it's a little harder to throw in the pass, right?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's hand size is pretty small. I'm just
Hmm.
wondering, like, why you think the cold affects the Rams more than it does the Bears?
Uh, what's Matthew Stafford line? So hold up. I was gonna ask you something. Dang, 268. Okay. So his line's at 268. Do you
Yeah.
think he'll go under three, like 25 or above? Huh?
I think he gets around like 275 to 300.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Well, what were you gonna say though?
Raiders.
I would have said he'd go over 325.
I don't know. I was just seeing just because Jordan Love went for 323 was iffy.
Yeah, I think the Rams have better weapons. The Rams have a better running
Yeah.
game. But I would say the
Hmm.
Rams running game is the one thing that like I think Chicago can take away.
Yeah.
Do you think Caleb gets over 250?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I
Let's-
think I think the Bears are gonna have to rely on the pass.
Okay, so you think they have to rely on the pass, right?
Hmm.
Are you concerned about the injuries on the receiver side?
No.
So you liked how Rome looked?
I mean, not wrong, but getting back Jade Walker, who's our fourth string, he's.
So
I
that's
mean,
the difference maker right there. Even though DJ and Rome both look like they're struggling out there, Jade Walker
I
back. So,
mean, we have Luther and all these rookies, so I trust these rookies.
but do you think Luther can be that guy with Rome and DJ both playing injured?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. This is my bold take. I think he goes over 100 yards.
Is that enough though?
I don't know. We'll see.
What did Jalen Coker do?
He went above 100 and still didn't win.
Exactly. 100 yards is 100 yards. Like, shout out to him. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He can have 200 yards. I don't think it
Yeah.
matters.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you have anything else or?
No, that's it. We'll wrap up. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back for the recap next week. Peace.
Yep. Peace.